new episode of Continuum Gaming, and today we are going to have a look at 3 SFOS games, so Sailfish OS games, a Sailfish OS topic in this episode, which are meant to just shorten the time a little bit till the new Sailfish OS update is coming out, because as you may or may not already know, there is going to be an update of Sailfish OS, which is meant to be out at the end of January, maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit after that. I'm not sure about that, but in the end it's going to be 4.5 and it's meant to come out in a short while. We will see when it's coming out, but meant to be out there in a couple of days to weeks. And for that, just to make it a little bit more fun to wait, I'm going to show you a couple of games which I found, and they're sort of puzzling games, one isn't, so this is why I told you sort of, and in the end it was fun to write it like that, but still, I'm just going to show you the games in this episode, and the games are going to be shown through a technology. So just to let you know, I'm going to use my laptop in the end, which is standing at the side here. It's connected by an HDMI connector, and the laptop is going to use Firefox in this case to showcase you everything I'm going to do on my Sailfish device, which is in this case in Sony Xperia 10 Mark III. And I'm going to play the games on the 10 Mark III, and using Screencast I can then project them to on a web server on the smartphone and can access them by having a certain IP address, which I'm going to access by my Firefox browser. As you can see, this is a screen of that. Just to mention it, there's a sometimes pretty big delay between those two screens then, so you are going to see something on the screen of my smartphone, because I'm going to show you that one already, and it's not going to be on the big screen till then because there is this big delay. It's in general not a problem by the game or something, but of the technology I'm using to get it to the big screen here. Okay, so I'm going to put this one into full screen mode so we get at least as much of the screen space as we can. And now I'm going to turn around and show you the different games, which are of course in the description down below, so you can find them by yourself. If possible with a link, if it's not possible because for instance there's no web interface for the Jolla owned store for instance, then you're going to have the link and will be able to search for it on the store then. Oh, but it says a name, sorry, there's no link. That's a problem there. Okay, so let's start with the games. I'm going to go to my all apps list or whatever you want to call that, and here I have a folder which is called Spiele, which is games in German, and on the lower end there you can see the 3 games we are going to play today, which are balldrop, Colordots and Parkplatzchaos. So parking chaos in the end. And so let's start, let's say with Colordots first. Colordots is a game where you are just going to connect different dots on the screen with each other. So in the end what we want to do here is we have 30 moves and we want to achieve as many dot connections as possible with that. And what you can do here is, of course, you can for instance just hold down and go in an edge or whatever, so you can really turn around in 90 degrees, but you can't go diagonal. So I can't access this one for instance, it's not going to work out. And so what you want to do is, with as little moves as you can, get as many dots cleared as you can. And as you can see, the dots are going to drop down again, so it's not this part that you have to solve or something, but just go on, play as many of those as you can and just connect them. For instance, there is no real limit, so if you have 2 dots you are connecting, those are going to be fine too, but in the end of course you're going to lose too many moves with that, at least if you are going to do it by default, and it's not a turn that is going to, for instance, give you more options in the next turn. And so let's see what we can do here. For instance, this isn't possible neither, so no diagonal connections, even if there wasn't one before or something. It's really just for that. And at the moment I don't get a real good connection here, so this is the first 4 I get. I think it's not going to be the best run here, but whatever, let's do this. Play this game for a little bit of time. There was a much bigger and better one, but didn't get that. So this is of course one of the better ones now. And this is more or less the game you're going to play here. So just connect all the different dots, try to make it as long as possible chains which are going to dissolve them, and of course you get the dots cleared part that is going to go up there. I'm going to just try it in a fast way in this case. And trying to get as many of those as possible, but in a fast way. I don't think there's any kind of time limit also for this game, so you can really play it as long as you want. So just take your time. If you, for instance, want to get the longest parts out, then you can really think ahead, try to do a strategy part here and try to get the most out of it. And of course you can play it as I'm doing at the moment too, so just don't think about it and just get the longest parts here. So with a little bit of a pattern thinking or pattern searching for patterns, something like that, you are going to receive some kind of a value here too. And probably it's not, yeah, that was the worst one I could do. One there was better, but in the end, as you can see, we have now 105. Last time I tried it, we had 95, so I just, made it a lot better than before, about 10% better than before. And yeah, this is Colordots. If you want to have a look at that, you can, for instance, go up there, and there are a couple of different other options. For instance, a 60 seconds game or a 30 moves game, which are the both possibilities you can do here, 30 moves or 60 seconds. So if you're on a timer, you don't have that much time or don't want to play too long, then just do the other one. In the end, the default one is with the moves. And of course, there are a couple of different other things here, like the settings and the scores, of course. And in the end, you can just define your own shapes and colors and stuff like that if you want to. I'm not sure if you should. It's just up to you what you want to play there. Okay, so next part or next game I'm going to show you in this mashup is going to be, let's get Parkplatzchaos, or Parking Chaos, or whatever you want to call that. It's a classical game which many people already know, and at the start, if you're not familiar with it, it's really more or less unplayable. The important thing is that you have a couple of moves, so 6 moves in this case, in level 8. And what you want to do is you want to move your red tractor or whatever to the other side there, which is of course not possible in the end at the start, so you can't really move it because you can only move them into the direction they are already facing. This is the most important thing to know here. So if you want to get other possibilities here to do stuff, you might have to move them around in a way that you can do it. As you already can see, I'm way over my moves already. 12 moves of 6 isn't what we want to do here, but in the end that's just done because this would be the fastest version you can do, so 6 of them are the fastest you can do. If you don't achieve that for some reason or the other, just hit the refresh button and try it again. And in the end what I'm going to do, or try here at least, is I'm trying to get rid of the parts that are going to block everything. As you can see, we already got that, and now we have 6 of them. Can move them over, and there's this little bar which is indicating you have to move the red one over there, and then you are fine, and then you win the game. And after that, if you want that, you can go to the next one, click on the buttons down below, so go to the next level, or just click on the next level button there, and then you can play the next one. And it's all about just getting everything out of the way as fast as possible, so that you can easily get everything over where it should be. Like this, for instance, one move too much, but whatever, and I won this level too. So you can see it's a short game, and yeah, it's a little bit of fun, just a puzzling part where you are just moving around stuff. You can let it play children or whatever, and you can of course play it by yourself. So just try it out as you want. Okay, and the next and last game in this setup isn't actually a real game, but something like a creativity play tool, or whatever you want to call that. It's going to be balldrop. Balldrop is a sound part, so in the end all you are going to do here, you can already see it, draw lines, quick tap origin, hold complete, yeah, too fast, but in the end, if we just click somewhere and click on another part and hold it there, you can already see that we draw a line. And what you might already hear here, all the time when one of the colored dots, which is falling from up above, is more or less tipping or crashing into one of the lines you draw, you are getting a sound out of it. And in the end, what you're going to create here are little beat drums and sound drums parts, which are pretty fun to play with, if you ask me. The different colors indicate that, for instance, the blue one is a higher one, the green one might be bass or something like that, or bass. And in the end, like this, you can really create a couple of different very interesting scores and stuff like that, without really being able to, indicate or know which one it's going to be, because of course you can't really be certain how it's going to be. It's a little bit strange how you would have to create those. And you can already hear there's a pretty interesting surface. That's just my screensaver, my laptop. You can already see and hear what this game is all about, and the most interesting part about it is that you get a certain kind of rhythm into it with just a small amount of effort. And the interesting thing about it is that, of course, because all the stuff are generated the same all the time, you're getting a rhythm, but it's going to repeat itself after a while. So it's some kind of a repeat rhythm that you could, for instance, use for some of your project or whatever you want to do there. And I really like the concept of it, because it's really a fun thing to visualize stuff like this and get a nice little rhythm tune out of it. And of course you can add as many of those as you want. So, I don't know, let's put it there. Sorry, there and there. And you really get a couple of very interesting parts here, if you ask me. You just try it out yourself, I would say, because this is just a game where you will have to have a look at what's going on and how to play it by yourself, and just try it out a little bit. Because there's no real aim or something, you're just going to get a tune out of it, and if you like that tune, just leave it in, and if you don't like it, you can erase stuff, I think, by just holding long. Yeah, now I killed it more or less. Let's see, I saw it. Yeah, I thought there was an option to erase stuff, but doesn't seem like it, or at least I can't see it at the moment. If you're through with it and the tune isn't what you like, just get out of it again, go up again into your folder and reactivate it, and you can play it again with an empty screen. As you can see, oh, it's multi-finger tap. Okay. With a multi-finger tap, so probably 3 or 2 fingers, you should be able to do something against it. And of course, as mentioned before, to get a line, just click once, there is a starting point, then hold on another part of the screen and you are getting one of the lines on the screen. It's a little bit hard if you don't read the start, or for some reason it's too small for you or whatever. Then you really are struggling a little bit, because how do I place consistently at least the lines? But this is more or less what this is all about, and let's see if I can... Okay, it's going to kill everything in my play field area here, so not one of the lines or something, but by just tapping, double tapping with your fingers or something, multi-tapping, it's going to erase every line on the screen. And there we go again, another tune. We already created another thing because it's already sounding a little bit different, and it's really fun to play it and try it out. Okay, so this ends the episode more or less. I hope you had fun with it, and yeah, I think it's a fun little game. Try it out, all of them in the end. And other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, of course. And of course, if you want to talk about something or have any kind of comments or whatever, just put them down below in the commentary section. And if you didn't subscribe to this channel till now, it might be a good idea to do that at this moment, so click the button down below. And other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. We will see us in the next episode again. Have a great week, a great end of the weekend, and just fun with everything. Bye bye and see you!